just a girl standing in front of a wardrobe waiting for my HRT gel to dry. Hello, it is day 4 and today is a comfy cozy day at home, and yeah, I'm not doing much today other than kind of tidying up, getting sorted out and ready for the week ahead. So I have got my comfies on. I am clashing in the most glorious way and I love it. I have got my lovely, I call these my licorice Allsorts La la Trousers in this gorgeous fine needle cord from Beyond the Pink Door, and the La la trousers are from Betty Silk Studio. And then I've got the old faithful Jarrah, which is also Beyond the Pink Door fabric, and it's the Funfetti fabric from Beyond the Pink Door, and it is the Megan Nielsen Jarrah sweater. Now I have had to put a ready to wear t-shirt on underneath because I didn't really have a t-shirt that I kind of felt comfortable if I needed to take this off that would go, apart from this little black starry number. And then I thought, well, I had a little look in my stash and I've got this gorgeous blue fabric, and we have got So Frugal coming up. So yeah, the lovely Rowan and the lovely Sam are doing the hashtag So Frugal challenge this month, and there's lots of free t-shirts, loads of free t-shirts that I absolutely love. So I think what I might do is pick out my favourite free t-shirt pattern and cut myself out a little blue t-shirt, because this just goes really lovely with these trousers. And then I've got a nice summer t-shirt ready to wear. So I'm going to go downstairs now and make a start in putting all my bits and pieces away from yesterday, and we'll have a cuppa and a catch up, and I'll tell you all about yesterday and what I'm going to be doing today. Oh, wasn't I a complete and utter numpty yesterday, forgetting my buttons? So yeah, if you watched yesterday's video where I went to the lovely Adele from Sofa Serenity, went to her sewing social and met up with some gorgeous sewing buddies, I took all kind of easy tasks to do, because I knew that I was going to be doing more chatting than I was sewing. So I'm currently just ironing some of the things that were in my bag because they've come out a little bit creased. So what I'd done is I'd taken this set, the Victory shorts and the Bellissima blouse set that I just needed to finish off. I need to do some little bits of finishing on and then sew the buttons on. But I left the buttons that match the short buttons at home. So I didn't manage to do that in the end, so I will do that this afternoon. Yeah, I'll find something to sit and watch on YouTube. In fact, I've got a couple of things that I'd really like to watch. I've got my lovely friend Catherine from Soverton Makery. She has a lovely video out this week about putting in an invisible zip. Now I know invisible zips are the nemesis for some people, and I have to say probably not my favourite thing to do. So I am going to look forward to sitting down and watching Catherine's tips on invisible zip, because I know that she's got a really good way of doing it. So I want to watch that. So that is sitting on sewing on buttons fodder for me later. And then the other thing that I always like to watch on a Sunday is my lovely friend Claire from Love Red Sews. If you don't watch her, you should definitely watch her. She does a regular Sunday kind of catch up where she shares all of the things that she's made, anything that's kind of come into her sewing studio, into her sewing room. And yeah, and it's just, and she's just really lovely. She's nice to watch. So yeah, so that should probably give me enough time to get my buttons sewn on. I really can't. And literally when I came down, they were there. How I missed them, I don't know, but menopausal lady, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So yes, so I'm just going to press the Bellissima blouse now and then just pop that to one side to sew my buttons on later. So yeah, as I said, today is a fairly kind of lazy day. I like to just have a day at the weekend to get things done, to get myself set and ready for the week. So I have got a little bit of ironing to do, iron some of the me-mades that I want to make, and also press some fabric that I want to get cut out or sewn up this week. I like to have all the prep done ready so that I get to do the fun stuff and the sewing all in one go, because that's, yeah, let's face it, that's what we really like doing. So yeah, I've got that to do today, and I thought while I was at the ironing board I would show you two fabrics that I need to overlock and get in the washing machine and out on the line, although the weather's not great today. So I may pop it in the washing basket to perhaps do tomorrow if the sun comes back out, because I do love getting fabric on the line. So yesterday at Adele's social, I picked up two fabrics that were on the swap table. So a lot of sewing socials, they offer for you to bring your kind of scrap fabric or fabric that you've bought and has decided is no longer yours, or kind of fabrics that you've used a bit of and you're not going to use the rest, and then you bring it to swap with another sewist, and so you put all of the swaps on a table, then people go and see if there's anything they were like. Now I took quite a lot of fabric to the swaps table yesterday, and I think I took 8 fabrics to the swaps table, and I brought 2 back with me, so that's not too bad, is it? Now the first one you would have seen if you watched yesterday's, and I literally just got it because it matches my nails, and it was like, oh, it's a sign, it matches my nails. And it's this gorgeous cotton fabric. I've measured it, there's 2.5 meters. It's not the widest fabric in the world, but it's not too bad. I think by looking at it, it might be 130, something like that, or it might be a little bit wider. And yeah, and I chatted to my lovely friend Lynn at the sewing social yesterday, and she reckons I probably get the short sleeve rivy dress out of it, which is one option, which I think could look great. I love a pinafore, so I'm thinking a pinafore dress of some description, probably the Nina Lee Carnaby or the Dressmaker's Closet poppy pinafore. Those are kind of my go-to favourites. But I can also see this looking really lovely as a Lyra, as a Tilly and the Buttons shirt dress. But I'd struggle to get that out of 2.5 because I like the longer version. So yeah, so answers on a postcard if you think of things that I could perhaps make with that, because I do think it's gorgeous. And then the other fabric that I picked up, the first kind of time I went and had a look, I didn't even spot this, and then I spotted it. Now, the colours aren't necessarily me. I'm not sure I can wear it too close to my face, although there are definitely colours in there that are my colours. But I think the palette is a tiny bit too warm for me. I'm kind of a bit of a cooler palette. Although I can wear both. I'm one of those lucky people with my blue eyes that can wear both. But yeah, it's quite a lot of fabric. I would say there's at least 2.5 meters, if not a little bit more. It's this gorgeous kind of flowy, almost organza, but it's not too see-through. But the thing that I'm seeing is definitely a summer cover-up of some description. So yeah, I'm not really one for caftan style dresses. It's not something that I wear very often, but I do need to cover up in the sun. That is something that I do need to do. So I was thinking about making a really long oversized shirt to wear kind of over a vest top and shorts in the summer, just to cover my shoulders and kind of cover everything up. That was one option. The other option was the Maeve skirt by True Bias, because I don't really wear a lot of skirts. But yeah, I thought that might be quite nice. Or what I might do is maybe kind of self-draft something, and then I can use it for the So Frugal challenge, because the So Frugal challenge, if you self-draft something, then that is considered free. And obviously, because I got this from a swaps table, it hasn't cost me any money, so it's free fabric, which counts. So yeah, again, answers on a postcard. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of surrounded by lots and lots of things that I bought back from the social that I need to put away. But I thought what I'd do first is I would just get on with overlocking the edges of these fabrics and get them all overlocked, and then they're kind of out of the way. Once they're overlocked, they're washed and then they're done. So, and I always overlock woven fabrics, not so much knit fabrics, but always woven fabrics, because it just helps them last a little bit longer in the sewing machine. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that right now. I find it's always a lot easier when you turn your overlocker on. So I've had a nice little tidy up in the studio, so I feel like I'm all ready to go. I'm ready for the week to begin. Tomorrow I've got my Social Sparkle session first thing in the morning, and then in the afternoon I have got I've basically got an extra admin day because it is a bank holiday tomorrow. So yeah, we might take a a walk, go out for lunch, or do something like that. But to be honest, Bank Holiday Monday is still a working day for me. It's still Monday, it's still wake up and time to sparkle. So I'm still going to do my social sparkles. But the studio is now ready to go. So that is fabulous. So yesterday, while I was at the sewing social, I had some post, so I thought I'd share it with you. So the lovely Louise, Ethel and Joan had put up a new bunch of buttons. And I ordered them almost straight away. I was like click, 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 put them in my basket and bought them. And I absolutely love them. So the first set that I bought, they're all sets of 6, are these green and blue ones. And I mean, I love green and blue. So, lots more green and blue makes to come. And yeah, and those ones I absolutely adore. And then these green ones as well, same reason. I just think they are adorable. They've got some nice kind of texture on these as well, which I really like. And then last but by no means least, which probably doesn't surprise you at all, these black and silver ones. And I've actually got the fabric out that I've got in mind for these. So if you excuse me, I will grab it. So this fabric I bought from the Fabric Boutique when me and Lynn went on our little road trip, and those are the buttons, and as you can see they look great. So yeah, so I've got a nice little button stash building up, which is... So I've got my children coming for Sunday dinner today. We're having a slightly later roast dinner, just due to everybody's schedules being a little bit later today. And I have 3 children. I've got 2 of them coming for dinner today. So the other one that isn't coming for dinner today, I've just had a nice little phone call with them. Check in, check everything. What you do at the weekend, just check in on everyone, make sure everyone's okay. And then I've got the other 2 and a boyfriend for dinner. So I'm going to go upstairs now and see if Mr. Sparkles needs a hand with all of the prep for dinner. And I think I'm ready for a cup of tea and a little sit down. Yeah, so I'll see you a bit later. Evening, and the kids have been, and we've had a lovely meal cooked by the wonderful Mr. Sparkles. And yeah, it was manic as always, but yeah, we've had a really lovely meal, and now they've all gone home, so it's just me and Mr. Sparkles. And I think baby Sparkles is going out tonight, so we are going to catch up on a little bit of telly, and then have an early night, cup of tea and an early night. Yeah, just party animals here. So I'm just setting up the studio so it's all ready for tomorrow. So as you will now be aware, I'm working a day behind, so you'll be watching this on May the 4th. So happy May the 4th day. May the 4th always be with you. But tomorrow I'm actually doing my May the 4th video, which will actually be day 5, which It might be a bit confusing, but that is the way that I decided to do it, because then that keeps up with my life. So I hope you have enjoyed watching what's going on in my life throughout May. I'm really enjoying the chats in the comments, so don't forget to leave me a comment. And yeah, take care. Don't forget to sparkle. See you really soon. Bye for now.